Alright now, boom! Today's location, Coventry. Where we at? Shawarma Shack. Does it taste nice?
Yes, my brother.
Let's find out.
All I want to know is, does it taste nice?
Shawarma Shack. Hello, good evening and good night. It's about midnight right now at the time of filming, putting in work and dedication for the cause, for all of you beautiful, does it taste nice people out there. But let's go straight into it. Menu choices and value for money. Look, when we look at the menu choices now, it's relatively small. I mean, it's not really a cruiserweight, it's probably a light anemic weight in the ring. They call themselves Shawarma Shack and they're really representing what they call themselves, because you got the options on there: chicken shawarma box, meat shawarma box, you got the variety of wraps, and yeah, everything that you would really desire from a shawarma establishment is really included in this menu. So the menu choices, I've got no complaints really. So boom, we ordered the chicken single, the wrap meal, the original chicken wrap, salad, chips and a drink, $6.45. And then we ordered the meat single, which was their mixture of concoctions of meats. Same again in the meal, salad, chips and a drink. That was $6.95. And all in all, we're looking at £13.40. So boom, now when we talk about value for money, I think Shawarma Shack are doing madman things, because if we just look at what I ordered, £6.45 for a meal is a relatively decent price. I haven't got much complaints, and usually I'm crying about the prices. But when we talk about what you're actually getting, an entire wrap, you're getting chips, you're getting salad, you're getting a drink. For a single man, that's decent, that's decent. I got two now, so the meat one, which was the lamb with the next meat in there, I'm still not sure what it is. $6.95 is okay as well. It's just tipping under £7, but if it tipped over, it might be a different story. But as a whole, the prices are decent. So many choices and value for money. Shawarma Shack, I'm giving you 8 out of 10. Because look, the prices that you're dealing with the amount of food on offer, it's up to par, it's up to scratch. So yeah, I've got no complaints in that department there. 8 out of 10, respectable score. Before we eat, let's pray. In the book of Pine and in the book of Apple, God asked Freddie Francis one simple question: does it taste nice? Freddie Francis said, let's hit the belly and find out. Tucking said, it's dinner time. So let's talk about first bite and overall taste. Let's talk about the chicken shawarma wrap, because it reminds me of what Auntie used to fling in the oven on Sunday evening, the Sunday dinner thing, the whole chicken in the oven thing. You get that nice rustic kind of taste. The flavors, other than the actual chicken, the structure of the chicken itself, you get that chicken flavor to let you know that it's chicken, but I don't think there's really much seasoning on there. Might be a hint of pepper here and there, but as a whole, yeah, I've got no complaints. The chicken in the shawarma chicken wrap was serious. When we talk about the breading used now, the breading was serious as well. I would say the breading was kind of chewy, but as a whole, the chicken shawarma wrap was serious. When we talk about the meat doner wrap, which is the lamb mixed up with, I think, beef in there, I still don't know what's in there, but lamb or beef or whatever, that one there was on the other end of the spectrum. That gave me different flavors, because you're really greeted by the kind of citrusy kind of sharpness of the actual like kind of herbs and peppers and the salad mix up that they put in there to add a different crunch, a different dimension. And then obviously the lamb itself, I'll be honest, it's kind of dry. Some of it was dry, some of it maintained moisture, but as a whole, the lamb held flavor. I've seen bits of fat in the lamb as well that really gave it a nice little salty, a little sodium chloride, little kick, a little booster job if you ain't had 5 already. So yeah, it really helped the thing. I mean, as a whole, both wraps were exceptionally, what? What's the word I'm looking for? Exceptionally nice. Yeah, that'll do. When we go on to the chips now, the chips weren't really the main attraction. It's like the ugly daughter of the dance. Yeah, everyone's looking at the nice daughter. The ugly daughter's kick back. Yeah, sit in your seat. You ain't coming tonight. Yeah, it's a mad thing. The chips were a bit soggy. They weren't maintaining that typical crunchy outer coating to let you realize that, yeah, Aunt Bessie dealt with these things properly. Aunt Bessie ain't here today. It's Tesco's Essentials, my brother. Yeah, they were soggy. They weren't maintaining structure. They had no backbone on the battlefield. You get me? They ain't going down to Dynamo Kiev and them places there. They ain't doing that. They got no backbone, these chips here. So you have to really consider that as well. Obviously, the powder thing that they put on there added another acidic kind of sodium chloride kick. So it's just salt on top of salt. Blood pressure is upon me. It's a mad thing. I'm gonna go get myself checked out. So yeah, man. So first bite and overall taste, I'm giving you guys an amazing 8.5 out of 10. Because look, the kind of flavors that are being incorporated into your incorporation are mad. You get me? And yeah, that's all I got to say. You thought I was going to say something else, weren't you? Not this time, son. 8.5 out of 10, yeah? Mad. So let's move on to cleanliness and customer service. Because it was a tale of two halves. They were losing 1-0 at half time, but then they regained the thing and won 2-1. Because boom, when we talk about the cleanliness now, when we start at the front of house, where the customers are really visualizing the thing, it weren't as clean as it could have been. I think you guys need to adopt a clean as you go regime in your regimen. You get me? When we move down house, you get me? We're going downtown Kingston now, you know? Yeah? That's when everything was starting to look cleaner. I was like, this is what I should have seen at the front of house. But I've seen this at the back of house. And obviously I've seen Busman in the back putting in the slave trade work, putting in the work, cleaning additions and that. And yeah, it was a tale of two halves. I mean, there was an incident in there where I opened one of their fridges and I seen a bowl of brown something or another. I don't know what it was. I think if I use my intellectual understanding of the thing, I think they use that for stock, for some kind of cooking, or they got something marinated in there. But from first sight, it was looking a bit mad. It could have been a bit technical if food standards were here with me today, but I'm sure you guys have got a reasonable explanation for what that was doing in the fridge. But it's satisfactory. I felt comfortable eating there. Shawarma Shack, it was good. The cleanliness was decent. When we talk about customer service now, this is where the thing subsides. It capsizes. It's drowning because the customer service was a bit non-existent. There was times in there where I was choking, boss man didn't pay any attention. He just pointed down there and said, yeah, the hospital's there, make your own way home. So it was a bit of a technical one there. When we talk about the general etiquette, the general engagement, customer service, it's there, I have to be honest. Obviously the main boss man that I dealt with, he showed etiquette, professionalism, he was very attentive to what he was doing. But yeah, man, there we have it. So cleanliness and customer service, I'm giving you guys a respectable, a decent 7.25 out of 10. Because look, I think there's areas where your team could really improve. Clean as you go. When you see man choking, help them get to A&E. Don't just point in the direction of A&E. Help me get there. Lift up my 20 stone worth of human weight to get to A&E and save the day. But yeah, as a whole, 7.25 out of 10. It's not the worst score. I've seen worse. I have seen worse. But yeah. So let's look at the overall scores for Shawarma Shack. Yeah? Me and my list, but now. So many choices and a value for money. 8 out of 10. First bite and overall taste. 8.5 out of 10. And cleanliness and customer service. 7.25 out of 10. Yeah? We're looking at a grand total of, drum roll please, 23.75 out of 30. It's a mad thing. I mean, when we look at the overall score now, it's mediocre. Is the middle half such a thing? Middle 10th or 11th, yeah? Newcastle next season when they buy a few more multi-million-pound players. You ain't getting relegated anytime soon. So yeah, it's a decent score. 23.75 out of 30. So I know what you're asking me. You're asking me, but Francis, all we want to know is, does it taste nice? And my answer is, yes it does. Head to Shawarma Shack because they're dealing with madness. And let me tell you why. The eccentricity in the flavors involved in these shawarma wraps is different to what I've encountered on my previous embarculations. Yeah? The food itself is on job. Obviously, the cleanliness, that all can sort you out in the future. When you see man choking, come and see man and help man. But as a whole, the overall experience, it is good. I would encourage anyone to try that out. Coventry, Trinity St, yeah? Mad thing.